Welcome into another edition of Insomnia Maniac Tarot with your host, Tropical Empress in Spirit. My beautiful people, I know I'm a few minutes early tonight, and I scheduled this last minute, which y'all know I was going to do anyways, because I already said I wouldn't be scheduled to come on a regular time. So I did some readings earlier for my Patreon membership, and one of them just drained the crap out of me, so I had to lay down, take a quick nap, and I woke up and decided I'd come out here for a little bit with y'all, see what y'all are up to, see how everyone's feeling, what's the vibe out there, before I hop right back into doing more recording. So, what's everyone up to? I know it's going to take y'all a few minutes to get here, so I'm a patient woman. Patient, but not that patient. I know y'all are so used to me running a few minutes late instead of being early, so surprise, surprise. And then I'll share something with y'all when y'all get here. And I find it pretty funny. I'm actually flattered. Oh, some people are so threatened by me being out here. I find it funny. Very, very, very funny. As if I should really care, because I don't. Because there's only one me. Oh, my deck almost fell over. I still got all my love decks laying on my desk from all the love readings I've been doing. All the general, and then the zodiac love readings for the Patreon, which is kind of crazy. It's like, I don't know, so many are going through heartbreak right now, because that's what I keep picking up, and it's just crazy how many songs Spirit keeps sending to me with different messages, but I understand some of the situations are different. Still, I really hate that y'all are going through it. I don't remember what the name of this deck is. Let's say, how's that one card? Might be the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Oh, isn't she pretty? Looks like a dirty little, how do I want to put that? A streetwalker, we'll say. You know what they say, there's a difference between class and trash. Let's see. Which crown? Oh, I think this is that one unfiltered love deck. I think I've only used it maybe once. Yeah. Unfiltered truth or something like that. I don't remember. I'm excited for the other deck that hasn't arrived yet. Because it's a goth thing love deck. Like someone gifted me. So hopefully it'll be here soon. I'll have it in time for Halloween. She's pretty. Gift. Breakthrough. Yep. That's what that person is right there. Let's see. Oh no, that's even more funny. Like Spirit's just making fun of that person now. I'm sure they are. You know, it's just so funny. Because, like, if I really wanted to, I could cut my hair looking like a streetwalker. And then I would shut this YouTube down, I'm sure. But I got class. But it's funny, though, because one of my cards that just popped out, it was like spirits making fun of somebody. So I found that to be funny. So, jealous. Spirit just called him trash. Yeah, well, that's what it usually is for people who don't know how to act mature and act like a grown-up. They're not worth my effort. Alright, my beautiful people. Whoa, what is that deck? Okay. I thought I had the wrong deck in my hand for a minute. Let's get another one just like it. So, let's see. Do a quick past, present, and future. Just see what the energy is. My spirit, show me. Past, present, and future. What's going on? Collective. See what the vibe is before I go into doing my recordings again. Spirit. Energy. What's collective? Past. What's going on in the present, spirit? Uh-oh. Someone's partying a little too much. What's in the future, spirit? Well, spirit's encouraging you to manifest your desires and wants. Something came to a sudden end. Someone feels hopeless. And this is all this energy I keep picking up. Either people are feeling hopeless, down on their luck, or people are going through it, like gotten their heart broken, relationship ending. So spirit, why is this death card here in the recent past? What does this pertain to, spirit? Things not moving fast enough? Clarify, spirit. Why is this here? Of course, it would involve a relationship again, with lovers on the bottom. Like someone, I mean, it kind of just goes and bleeds into some of the readings I did earlier today. About that one. Some of y'all really going through it. Broken hearted. You thought things were going good in the recent past. It seemed like it was gaining momentum, but all those things just came to an end. So, and because of it, I feel like y'all been out there partying, trying to forget this person, which one of my readings just said that recently. So here it is, some of that same energy. 3 of Cups in reverse. Someone's partying, hanging out with friends, trying to get over you, whoever this is for. Or maybe you're out there trying to get over someone. Spirit, clarify. Why is this 3 of Cups here? Well, thank you. Yep. Out there partying too much. Why? Because your person walked away. Or you walked away from them. And now, Spirit showing me like right now, y'all are in hermit mode, but it's not in a good way. It feels more like a pity party than someone spending time in isolation, reflecting on what happened and what they can learn from it and what comes next and planning out their future. It's more about out there drinking or doing other things to try and get over this person, this relationship, since they walked away or you walked away from them. It's like Spirit's trying to remind you, it's up to you to manifest your wants and dreams. And you're not going to manifest it by being under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or anything else that y'all tend to do when y'all get under emotional turmoil or stress. But I have the new moon out here in the future where you're going to try and manifest your desires. So I feel like some of y'all will come out of this soon. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I don't want y'all to be sad and depressed. I feel like the next month will be a changing month where you'll be able to see things more clearly and not be so caught up in this person or this situation, what this involves. So Spirit, clarify this for me. Why is this card here in the future? Four of Pentacles. Clarify, Spirit. If you're not careful, y'all are going to end up in a mentality of lack instead of being in a mentality of abundance. So if you don't get over this period, you're going to manifest something that's not exactly what you were hoping for. Clarify this, Spirit. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Well, someone has a business mindset. Very loving and nurturing and caring. But you still feel like you're torn apart by a decision that you just made or something you're going to be making here soon. Because I feel like you're going to be withholding, not giving as much time or attention to the people in your circle. And maybe that's your way of being able to get through over this process, over this hurdle of all this over here, this relationship ending. Or a job, whatever that is for you. Spirit, what else? I feel like you will eventually come out with a new perspective. Where you're going to find hope and healing again with the star at the bottom. So, I have the Hangman here with Four of Pentacles. And I have this Oracle card that came with this deck. It's all about manifesting your desires, and this is in the future, over the next month. But be careful that you don't get so obsessed with being in control of everything. Don't knick-knack everything. I feel like that's just going to bring your energy down. Needing to always be in control with this King of Swords. Otherwise, you're going to end up pushing away people who would naturally be attracted to you. So you might end up losing more of the people who you have in your circle right now. Because I don't feel like things are exactly as hard as they may seem to you right now. I'm not saying you're not going through it, but I think there's another outside influence that's making it feel worse than what it actually is. But there are some things I feel that if you're working on manifesting something big or small, doesn't matter. It's not something that I feel Spirit's suggesting you open up to anyone about right now. I feel like it's something you need to keep to yourself. With this Seven of Swords down here. Seven of Swords is normally a sneaky card, but Spirit's telling me this is something that's more keeping things to yourself during this manifestation time. As long as it's positive. If it's not, if you're just going through it, you need to talk to somebody. Maybe there's a confession of some kind you need to make that you need to get off your chest. Spirit saying go ahead and do that. Otherwise, even that can weigh you down and get you stuck to where instead of this hangman being upright, it'll turn upside down. So you don't want this hangman to go this way, because then that means you really are stuck instead of coming up with a new perspective. Or not be able to see everything the way you should be. There's still a need to believe and trust in yourself. You know, I get the feeling like someone is really coming down on themselves. Like I feel like you're not able to trust yourself right now because you trusted someone and you feel like you should never trusted them. And for that reason, it's like you're not able to trust yourself to make the right judgment. And beautiful people, it's one of those things. Some people are so good at manipulating that you sometimes just can't see past the mask. And other times, yeah, I mean, we sometimes only see what we want to see. But that's also being human. You know, we're not going to always get it right. We're not perfect. And sometimes the people that come into our life who make us question ourselves, who make us question, like, well, why did I, date this person? Or why did I become friends with that person? Because I thought they were a good person, but then suddenly I find out they're not, that they had, no good intentions for me. And they just wanted to see me, fail and, stab me in the back. Sometimes those are lessons. It's like I tell you, there's a difference between a test and a lesson. The lesson is Spirit puts you through something to see if you learn this lesson. And, once that chapter is closed, the next chapter might be where the test comes in. And then it gets thrown your way again. And that's the universe testing you. Did you learn your lesson the first time? Are you going to act foolish and make the same decisions you made before? Or are you going to change and adjust to what you learned? So it's on how you see it. Hi, Sergeant Curtis. Who, what, baby? Hi, Eternal. Did you get my message, Eternal? I found that pretty freaking funny. How you doing, Sergeant Curtis? Oh, yeah. Well, there's always that too, baby. You ever wonder or think about the people that like to come here, the trolls that want to, act a fool? Makes you wonder how many times it was actually, the streetwalker. That's what I'm going to call that person from now on. Not bad, laying in bed listening. That's good, baby. Spirit, just give me some quick advice for that, real quickly. Hello, Chris. I'm a future queen mother. Chris, what does that mean, sweetheart? Alright, Spirit. What's the advice? Spirit wants you to feel empowered, to be curious and energetic, and go after what it is you want, and stop telling yourself you're not going to get there or it's not going to happen. Oh yeah, that too. You know it, baby. I would put money on it that they do it at least once a night. I would put money on it. The coven. Well, Chris, you know what, honey? I'm not a witch, so can't be queen mother of any coven, because I'm not a witch. I don't practice witchcraft. Chris Coleman, I don't know what ability you think you're going to test, but no. If you want to test my psychic abilities, you'd have to pay to test them. If you want a reading, then that would be how you would test me. Oh, you're talking about the one waiting, tempting. Yeah, well, they're always waiting. Especially my haters. No, your sister, not a witch. I have no idea what you're talking about, Chris. You're not making any sense to me, honey. But test my abilities. Oh, I love you, Sergeant Curtis. Like Sergeant Curtis said, I'm not a queen, I'm an empress. A vampire empress. Nope, not a vampire either. I stand in the light. Like my mod eternal light will tell you, I'm connected to divine. I only walk in the light. I don't ever go into the dark side. I'm the farthest thing from anything in the dark side you will ever see. He can confirm that, so. Yeah, Eternal, go ahead and pull a card for him. You're not saying I'm a vampire. Well, Chris, you're not making any sense. I don't know who you're calling. Are you saying there's vampires out there? I mean, there's psychic vampires. There's energy vampires. Yeah, those are real. If that's what you're talking about. But I'm the Empress of my kingdom. Ain't that right, Sergeant Curtis? In fact, I'm a mermaid. I guess I should go put on my crown shell. My crown shell. I can't even talk right. Oh, my shell crown. You'll try again, explain another day. Yeah, Chris, because you're not making any sense. Talking about vampires and everything else. Yeah, I'm confused. I'm not even trying to go through and drain my energy that way. I'm trying to make sense of it. So, if you don't want a paid reading, then no. Vampires died off. We eat too much garlic. Isn't that the truth, Sergeant Curtis? I love garlic. Hi, Fred. Garlic is good. No vampires would want to come around me just for that reason. Okay, well, Chris Coleman, listen, honey, I don't believe in vampires. So, I mean, that's your answer. I don't believe in vampires. The only vampires that are real are the energy vampires. So, let's see. And so, Chris, if you have, if you're just in here to ask that question, honey, you know, there's no point in coming back if you're not going to pay for a reading, honey. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm here to make money because I got to eat. So, you know, I need to make sure I get plenty of garlic so no vampires come after me, you know. Oh, I'm too funny. That's what I get for only getting a couple hours sleep here and there in between. Oh, Sergeant Curtis, I meant to ask you, baby. Didn't you go to your friend's birthday party last weekend? And if you did, baby, how did it go? I meant to ask you and I forgot. Well, thank you, Chris. You have a good night. See you later. Yeah, I'm sure. You do support me. Well, thank you for your support. You know, you shall pay in the near future. You got it like that? Well, that's nice to know, honey. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. My fridge is empty, Chris. I need some groceries, baby. Ouch. Let's see. It froze. Oh, not again. Well, hopefully it doesn't freeze up again. I reckon, let me get something going just in case I have to do that. And hopefully it'll let me do it. Let's see. Let's see. All Really, Spirit? Let's see. Of course, that'll be too long, too. That'll be fun. Alright. Put that here for right now. I remind you of someone from a lot of years ago. Do I now? What is my ethnicity? Well, since you asked me correctly, I'll tell you. Most people don't ask me correctly or they guess like they already know the answer and they end up being wrong 99% of the time. I'm mixed. I'm half Asian, half Caucasian. I'm Japanese, Hawaiian, English, Irish, and Scandinavian. Right. Let's see. Alright. Before I do that, let's see. Page one. There's that. That's weird. Anyhow. We shall see. Okay. Will I go live tomorrow? I don't know, Chris. It's random when I come out here, honey. I'm not on a set schedule. I normally come out here when Spirit calls me out here. In between working on my Patreon and all that good stuff and trying to catch some sleep. So, no, thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. I'm a good old American mix. Yes, baby, I am. I'm the right kind of mix, the right exotic mix. To where if I really wanted to look like a streetwalker, I can come on here with my bikini and shut down YouTube. Especially with the long hair. Oh. I know how you guys like the long hair. Oh, well, thank you, Chris. Yeah, I think my spirit guides really wanted me to come out here, so they really did push me to come out here. Hi, Charles. How you doing, honey? You never forget about me? Well, I never thought you forgot about me, baby. How you been? You been working your butt off? You have amazing news for me, do you? Well, let me hear it. What's the amazing news, baby? I could use some good news. Hearing from y'all because everybody else been going through and getting their heart broken, losing or quitting their jobs and things like that. Ooh, you're a cadet now. Well, congratulations, baby. That's awesome to hear. I know how much you've been wanting to be a police officer. You're one step closer, baby. Congratulations. When do you finish with the academy? Yes, you did it. I told you you would, baby. In 8 months? That's awesome. Congratulations. So you'll graduate, what? Let's see. In May? Is that right? That's 8 months. Yeah. Yes, you did it, baby. That's awesome. Yeah, true, Sergeant Curtis. Well, baby, I mean, you know it's true. If I really wanted to come out here and, in some negligee or just be in my bra, I guess I don't even have to put on negligee, but wear a bra and walk around, yeah, I think I would probably shut down YouTube. But you see, I'm not trying to sell that. Unlike other people, I actually am a real, spiritual light worker, psychic, intuitive tarot reader, so. Oh, everything's been good, baby. I'm just moving along, keeping myself busy with the channel. It's been slow, but I guess that was expected since of the summer months, people out spending time with family doing things. So I got my Patreon membership started finally. So I've been working on that, hoping that will grow. Slowly but surely, I'm sure it'll grow. Because I'm determined and dedicated. As much as I'm determined and dedicated to my channel. So, I could complain, Charles, but it's not going to fix anything, baby. So, no, thank you, baby. Yeah, because my channel hit a year old. If it officially hit a year old back in June on my mama's birthday. But I didn't start streaming until I think it was like the end of August, first, second week of September, something like that. So I've been out here a little over a year now, streaming. So it's good. It's growing. So Sergeant Curtis and Eternal, I wonder how many subscribers I would get if I did come out here in my bra. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Some people really, they gotta come out here and look like a streetwalker to get some attention, I reckon. It's the only attention they're gonna get. Oh, I absolutely have faith, Charles. I got faith, If I didn't have faith, I wouldn't be here, baby. I'm gonna keep pushing forward, no matter what. Even if I have somebody that likes to, who's become part of my couch so where I can't sit on it anymore. But that's a whole nother story for another day. So, I'm good. It's good to see ya. How's the dating life going? You know, baby, now that you are going to be a police officer, you're going to have the ladies falling over you. You do know that, right? Because some women love a man in uniform. You think you have a clue? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, baby. So, I just been here, you know, in between doing streams here and there. I'm not on a regular schedule like I was because of the Patreon, and I plan on next month going up to the pool hall playing in a charity tournament. So I got to start doing that, get busy, start practicing some. I mean, even if I were to win the tournament, which I doubt I will, but even if I were to win the charity tournament, I would just turn around and give it back. Or go and take it and buy the food for like the community food bank. So, and that's the whole reason why I play in it. Is to win any money if I can, so I can buy food for the community food bank for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then I also play in a Christmas tournament that's for it's kind of like what do they call that? Toys for Tots. So like your entry fee is an unwrapped toy. All you gotta do is show up in an unwrapped toy, and that's your admission into the tournament. And they have they give away cash for first place. And I would do the same thing. If I were to win, I would go and buy more toys and donate it for Christmas for kids in need. So you get a lot of all kinds of flavors. I mean, Sergeant Curtis, I mean, you know, baby, they're out there. So I said, I just always find it funny. Especially when they think they can go through and act a fool and, you know, act like my haters, which I was already aware of that. You know, I feel very flattered. It just shows I get to them. That's what that shows. Would there be more spirit orbs around if I was reading a bra? I don't know, Sergeant Curtis. My parents may come and be like, no, child, you need to put your clothes back on. It may not be the right kind of spirit orbs I'd want. I don't know. There was that one time Eternal thought I was dressed in absolutely nothing. It was pretty funny because I was wearing one of my outfits that was strapless. So, it was like only like right here, covering like right above my chest. So, I had nothing up here, no straps, no nothing. So he thought I was naked. It was pretty funny. It's like, no. I got on an outfit. You just can't see it. I got some tops just like that. So make them think I'm naked when I'm not. Well, you know what, Charles? That's why you just focus on yourself, baby, right now. And focus on achieving your goals and your dreams. The right woman will come who's going to, you know, appreciate you for the job you do, for your profession. But I'm telling you, some of them ladies that got them fantasies about men in uniform, okay? And I'm sure you already know. I'm sure you've already heard. Hey, Jedi. How you doing, honey? Of course, Sergeant Curtis. I always have undercover haters. It's like I told y'all. It's like some of the trolls that come in here. It's like I already called them out. It's like, oh, yeah, you're one of my haters. Pretending to be someone else. I got it. So, I mean, especially some of them that, you know, in the background just watching, they don't say nothing. They don't think I know that they're there when I do. Like someone's there right now, in fact. Yes, I know you're in the background. I feel you. So I go through and when they see, you know, what I'm wearing. I can't believe she's wearing that. Yeah, I believe it. I am. I know you hate it. Oh, you've dealt with that before. Straight in cuffs, huh? Oh, really? So you like that kinky stuff, Charles. Well, you know what, baby? You might like some of the decks I got. I got an erotic deck. I got one, and it's pretty much PG compared to the other that are coming that haven't arrived yet, because the other are very spicy. This one is the, you know, watered down version. It's this one. It's more about the emotional. That's not it. It's the emotional component, mental and the emotional part of it. But the other ones are more about the physical part of it, like, you know, different, you know, fantasies, you know, positions, you know, that kind of thing, scenarios like, kind of like that. No, not those cuffs. Hey, baby. You know, I don't have any cuffs, but I'm sure I can get me a pair. You want to try them out for me, Charles? Much love to you, Jedi. Not those cuffs. I mean, well, you know, baby. You can get kinky sometimes. So let's see. Let me see if I can find a card in here that's not, oh, here you go. There's one card that just says this. Find out what you really want. So what you really want. I can't show that picture because she's mostly naked. Let's see. At least this one she's covered. It's called The Hunt. They love a good challenge, battle of the wits, a wild game of conquest to have what they desire. So there's The Hunt. Oh, here's another one. It's just showing legs. Overcome. Sex that requires adaptability, some discomfort with lover, opposites, but can make things work with compromise. Like I said, this is like the watered down version. There's some of them I can't share, but there's a few I can show. But it's more about the emotional and mental side of a love relationship than the physical part. The physical part, yeah, those decks will be here probably next week or two. But those type of cards I won't be able to show out here. Those would only be for private readings. Because otherwise I would get in trouble with some of them cards. And I was telling somebody, watch all them perverts, you know, start getting erotic readings from me just to hear me talk dirty. Just so they can hear that, because some of the descriptions on some of them other cards, some of them other decks, yeah, they're a little spicy. And with some of the pictures to give you a, you know, a visual to go with it, yeah. So it's pretty funny though. Like I have this one right here. It's called Savoring, okay? And I'm sure you can kind of like put two and two together what this is supposed to represent. Okay? Just saying. I'm sure y'all got a good imagination. So, some spicy cards. Let's see. Yep, definitely can't show that. You knew what that was, Sergeant Curtis. Eyes on you. Ooh. Oh, is somebody watching me? Oh, is that what that is? You know, and then I can start talking lower, like, you know, a little flirtatious way. Get somebody all, way overexcited, we'll say. Eyes on you. Secretly observing you. Secret admire. Erotic admiration. So this is one of those PG cards, but not all of them are like this, okay? They got one here that's called Love Story. Getting to know each other, exploring intimate boundaries, we'll say. Like I said, this deck's more about the mental and the emotional component to the romantic relationship. The other one's more about the physical side of it. Yeah, I definitely can't show that one. You don't like PG? Oh, well, I'm sorry, Charles. You know, baby, if you want the other decks, you're going to have to schedule a private reading with me then, baby. Because some of them are pretty spicy. That's all I'm going to say. They're pretty, pretty spicy. Yeah, I can't show her either. Mechanical. Oh. Mechanical. Pretty much just mentally and emotionally absent. That's what that one's supposed to mean. But there's some pretty cool art in here. Hey, it's like I told y'all. I have nothing against anybody who is an erotic dancer or even poses. I got nothing against it. I honestly don't. Because I find beauty even in, you know, the ladies and even the guys who do those kinds of things. I find beauty, you know, because I'm actually one who can appreciate another beautiful woman. Even though I'm not gay, but I can appreciate another beautiful woman. Oh, well, I'm glad you checked in with me, baby. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I'll be around sometime. You just got to keep your eyes open, baby, for when I come on. Oh my gosh, Sergeant Curtis. You're terrible, baby. I can't even post that. Yes, Jedi. I agree. Well, that's why I got the decks, because it's like for the ones who are curious or want to take the relationship to the next level but aren't sure and might be a little hesitant to ask their partner or whatever, or wants to work on making it better, and they come to me for a love reading, there's that aspect of it too. So I thought it'd be good for love readings for people who are mature and, you know, would trust me enough to do a love reading and would trust me enough to go that deep into it and be vulnerable that way. So I do. But I enjoy the different artwork, Jedi. I do. I got a deck. Not even sound right. I have a tarot and oracle deck addiction. So I'm always out there looking for new decks. So I just been trying to pick one up here and there when I can. in between to add for the artwork and, you know, because you can get even a regular tarot deck and have the traditional deck and buy another different tarot deck that's a Rider-Waite deck, but the images might be different from the traditional one. And that's someone, you know, with their own interpretation of what every card means. And it's supposed to usually mean the same thing, but then on the rare occasion that I've just glanced through the guidebook, because I really don't use the guidebook, like when I get a new tarot deck in, I pull the tarot deck out and the guidebook pretty much stays in the box. I don't even touch it. Every now and then, I'll come across a creator that will have a different interpretation for some of the cards, like me, when I read intuitively. So I do appreciate that about it, too. But the oracle decks, they're always different from each other, depending on the creator. It's their own creativity coming out. Oh, yeah, Sergeant Curtis, I forgot about that. Charles, if you're still here, I got tarot dice too, baby. I got a couple different kinds. He's probably not here anymore, though. Oh, here you go. Look what it says. Yeah, I'd say so. Some people definitely need to be doing that who aren't. But it's good to be out here hanging out with y'all for a bit. And to laugh a little bit. It's always good to laugh and chill out for a bit before I get busy. But you know, Jedi, I really like giving some of the regular traditional tarot decks. Even the way some of the images are, it's the same image, but I like the actual back of the cards like this. This is a traditional tarot deck, but I really appreciate the back of these cards. That's what I like about them. Do you, Jedi? You know, I got a Dungeons and Dragons dice set too, baby. Believe it or not. It came with that that dice dropper, that dice tower. And they're purple. They look like this, in fact. Because I was going to use it for something else, which I did do, but I haven't really used it lately, so let's see. See? It has a different numbers on it. So it's pretty cool. I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. And I honestly didn't even know that's what it was I was buying. I just thought that it would be cool to, you know, use to go with this. Because this doesn't have all the numbers. It only goes up to 12, I think. And if you're going to go through all the suits in the tarot deck, it needs to go up to 14, so. Yours are black. That's pretty cool, honey. Yeah, Jedi, did I ever show you my dice tower that I have? Mine looks cooler. Ooh, I just saw a pretty blue spirit orb. This probably wasn't on camera, but I just saw it. It was pretty. It was almost like an aqua color. It was pretty. Okay, well, I'll show you my dice tower. Let's see. Because I got some actual love dice, too. So, I guess this was a Dungeons and Dragons theme. See, and that's one of the dice that I was using in it. And here's the crow. Or raven. Oh, it's over there in the back, laying on my desk back there. I haven't put it on lately because the little metal, that magnetic closure, it was irritating the back of my neck because of it not being gold. So I'll put it back on soon. I just got to be careful when I wear it because of my metal allergy. So yeah, I got all kinds of toys. You thought you saw a flash? You probably did, baby. I feel the energy around. The energy feels pretty good. It's pretty positive. I can feel it. And with that aqua color spirit orb disappearing, I can't even say that I've ever seen an aqua color spirit orb. That's the first time I've ever seen one. Because usually when I see blue, it's like an electric blue. Like something like this color blue, but not as dark, but pretty close. So to see a lighter color, like an aqua color, that's the first time I've ever seen one. It was pretty, and it sparkled too. You thought it was a surge in the lights? Yeah. Well, you know, spirits will go through and tap into and use the energy from my devices and even the lights in order to manifest, to let me know they're here. It's either that or they go in, you know, if there's a thunderstorm, they'll tap into that energy from the thunderstorm. But since it's not, they got to tap into my lights or my devices, which is why I have to keep them plugged in, because otherwise the battery will drain out pretty fast from them being around. Do y'all, Jedi? Yeah, I don't know about here, honey, because, like, I mean, y'all saw it. I lost power, what, twice? I know I did at least once. But I lost power, I thought I lost power a second time this past year when it snowed. And it wasn't a lot of snow, which was even more crazy, but... Well, I guess one of the times it did snow is when I ended up at my brother's house and I couldn't leave because the driveway was all iced up and snowed over. But yeah, I understand, Jedi. I've never seen really my lights here do that. At my old house, I've seen that, but not here. Not in this new house, not yet. The Hierophants. So, what is it, 2 o'clock? You know, I reckon I should probably get going here in a few minutes. So I'm going to do some more work with my recordings. Maybe I'll come back later. You never know. You never know with me anymore. Oh yes, Jedi, let's hope it does. I mean, this house is only 1.5 years old. Or almost 1.5 years old. So, it was built last year. I closed on it the end of May. But I didn't move in here until about a month later. It was like before 4th of July I moved down here from the other house I was staying in. Thank you, Jedi. You too, honey. See you next time. Appreciate you, baby, stopping in and saying hi and hanging out for a minute. Yeah, I missed my other Zoom thing again. Oh well. It happens. Oh, isn't that a shame? Poor thing. Eternal, where'd you go, baby? Good night, Sergeant Curtis. God bless you too, baby. Thank you to you too for your love and support, baby. I appreciate you. I guess I should probably munch before I get back to my other videos too. Go make me a sandwich. So, I just thought I'd come out for a few minutes, say hi to y'all. Maybe I'll come back later. You never know. One of my cards fell over. Gotta remember to grab that. So, at least I can say I came out and hung out with y'all for about an hour. My hair's driving me crazy. I should go cut it. I don't think I'd look good with short hair though. Then I would look like more like a in my opinion anyways, like a $3 crack whore or something like that. And that wouldn't be good. So it's always interesting with people. Well, my beautiful people, I'm gonna say goodnight for now. So I'm gonna get busy doing my recorded videos for my Patreon members. And again, maybe I'll come back later. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. But if I don't, I'm wishing y'all a wonderful Friday. Many blessings with love and light. Till next time. Good night.